usually cast aside!
Where are you?
Okay, guys, thanks for waiting. We went on like an impromptu, maybe 10-minute break. Thanks for waiting. We are going to be continuing Danganronpa Another 2 now. My goal of this segment is purely just to get to the murder. If the murder happens really soon after we start playing, we will do investigation. If not, we will save the investigation plus the class trial for tomorrow's night. Tomorrow night's stream. Drink of choice is a LPT G&T, which is just really a gin and soda. So cheers. They finally have the cheap gin at Trader Joe's again, so I'm happy. Last episode in this game, we remembered that we either are Akane Taira or we are a avatar being controlled by Akane Taira. Yoruko almost killed Yuki? Very interesting. We learned that Sora spoke to Rei Makaru when she fell through the floor in the last chapter. It's really looking like green-haired Slime-chan is probably going to be the one that gets killed this chapter, in my opinion. What's Siobai up to? Siobai tied us up and seemed to know a lot about what's going on. Rip that one Slime fan who got banned because he was trying to spoil. Yeah. Too bad. Too bad his favorite character is gonna get axed, finally. Siobai seemed to know about Mikado's everything, right? I think Siobai will probably not die. It would be interesting if he did die. Iroha, I think is actually gonna survive the game. She's supposed to kill, but it would just be so obvious if she did that, like, what would happen during the class trial. I will say, though, the cast is so... We're down, right? Chapter 5 is... We barely have any people left, right? We have Sora, we have Yuki, we have Yoruko, we have Iroha, we have Siobai, we have Mikado. Is there anybody left? That's just 6. So... And I would say plot armor immunity is probably given to Sora, Yuki, and Yoruko. So... That... Green-haired Slime-chan would make the 7th, right? So, really, that doesn't give us much wiggle room for, like, who's gonna die / who's gonna be the murderer. When I started this game, I thought Mikado would be killed in Chapter 5. That was an early prediction I had. I don't think I'm right, but let's see what happens. It would be juicy plot if he died. "44 hours. Okay, so we're about to wake Yuki up, right? Because he, like, passed out or something after remembering all the shit. Who was the last death? In Chapter 4. Chapter 4 was really good, by the way, Tom. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend going back and watching it. They all got locked in a tower, and green-haired boy lost his mind and locked them all in a room and didn't let them leave. He had them all at, like, gunpoint. Yoriko has final girl energy, but I'm afraid I might be wrong. I really would be upset if Yoriko died. For sure. She's been my favorite pretty much the whole game. The last death was Shinji, the ultimate firefighter, the big muscular red-haired guy that was nervous around girls. He was probably the best guy that we were offered. His death was ruled as suicide, even though multiple people tried to kill him, so it was very similar to another class trial in another Danganronpa. Yeah. Nikkei also died in the last chapter, after the class trial, because he's been defying Mikado, and Mikado decided enough is enough and just killed him, pretty much. Classic Chapter 4 shenanigans? Yeah, pretty much. Big guy died. Yuki. Yuki's chest finally started showing signs of movement. He slowly started to breathe in and out. His body twitched, and a small frown dawned on his face. Yuki, you're up! Are you okay, Yuki? Can you get up? Am I still myself? Who else would you be? You're definitely Yuki Maeda. I'm still Yuki. Thank goodness. I was worried I was never going to wake up. Yuki. I saw a single tear fall from Yuki's face. It seems like he really was relieved about it. But neither Yoriko nor I said anything about it. We knew very well the pain he was going through. He spoke to me in the dream I just had. He? No. If this is the virtual world, and if my brain is really connected to its virtual space, then that was probably not a dream. Utsuro. He tried to steal my body. Master. I don't remember what he tried to say. My memory's still hazy on that. But I instinctively knew that the next time I think like that, I would stop being myself. Yuki! Sora. Akane Taira, that's your real identity, right? So you've realized it. No, I didn't, but Utsuro's memory told me so when he tried to take over my brain. But still, you're here with us now, Yuki. Sora also had a breakdown on her own when she recovered her memories, but she's fine now. So you'll be fine too. Even if this is your last chance, the killing game is almost over anyways. Yoriko. She's right. Our bodies belong to us, and we'll safely escape from this place. With me being me, and you being you. When I fainted and met Utsuro, even in my weakest state, I was able to get a hold of myself when I thought of you guys. Thank you, Sora and Yoriko. It's all thanks to you, Yuki. He seemed much better than we thought. But he was still on the edge of tipping over. I could feel that Master Utsuro's revival was soon to happen. We didn't have much time left. Each and every one of us knew that. After a short break, I briefly told Yuki what I had told Yoriko. Yuki was surprised, predictably so, but as Master Utsuro had already taken over a considerable amount of his consciousness, he took it quite well, and that was the end of that. Now then, let's get down to business. Our goal is to escape this virtual reality and stop the Void's plans. With that, Yuki and I won't be replaced by someone else, and no one else would have to die. Yes, but there will no longer be more traitors like Nikkei from Void helping us out, so we gotta do this on our own. Yeah, now that Mikado had banned it through official school rules, we're pretty much on our own, so how about we go on this? Go on this? About that, Sora. What do you mean by having an idea or two? Sora, did you do something? What we must do first is find Teria. Teria? Oh yeah, you've been looking for him ever since last trial. Oh wait, so what happened in the basement of the Tower of Babel? Yep. Remember what I just told you when I fell through down there? I received Teria's reset code from Ray, and Teria was able to unlock his reset code, uncover his memories just a few days ago. What? For real? So you already handed it over to him? Then where is Teria right now? I don't know. What? That's why I said we needed to search for Teria. When I last saw him, he definitely looked like his memories had returned to him, but right after that, he vanished. I'm asking just in case, did anyone see him whilst you were investigating? No, the last time I saw him was on the night I first arrived here. Same here. The Kisaragi Foundation that Teria is a part of has been chasing the Voids long before the killing school trip. They must know something about the Voids that we don't, including information about this virtual world. Why? Why did he suddenly disappear? Oh, Sora! The Twin Tower's top floor! The broadcasting room there shows camera footage across the whole city. Maybe we'll find him if we look through that. You're right. That's how we found you when Siobai kidnapped you after all. I know that. But after watching the monitors for a good few hours, I didn't see Teria anywhere. The heck? Is he intentionally hiding in some hidden area? Still, he should be somewhere on this island. I was able to make much progress looking for him on my own, but if us three cooperate, we'll definitely be able to find him. Right. Teria, with his memory back, will definitely be helpful. Teria's the mole. I hope that there is a good plot twist with him and that he doesn't just die right now. Because he's got hella information that they kind of, like, need to tell us. Otherwise, I don't see how the plot's gonna go forward. Maybe somebody will kill Iroha. His partners in the Kisaragi Foundation seem to be trying to save us, at least going by what you've said, Sora. Guys? Yes, what's the matter? What are we gonna do about the others? The others? Even with 3 people searching the city, from top to bottom would be realistically impossible. I mean, it'd still be better than doing it alone, but more firepower would definitely be some help. But there's only 7 of us left out of the 16 we started out with. If we exclude us 3, Teria, all we're left with is Mikado, Iroha, and Siobai. Wow, what a lineup. And considering Mikado's a void and Iroha's most likely one too, the only option we have left is Siobai. It's exactly who I'm talking about. Wait, what? I know Siobai's a bad guy, but even he's trapped here by the voids, right? Don't you think he'll somehow help us out if we talk it out? Iyuki, about that. We won't be able to find Siobai anymore. What? What do you mean won't be able to find him? Back when he kidnapped me, he disappeared in front of my eyes mere moments before you two entered the room. Disappeared? What do you mean by that? Literally, as in, not as if he walked out of the room or anything like that. There was a sudden flash of light, and then just like that, he was gone. It was like Mikado's teleporting. My money is on no explanation, then plot dump, last trial. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I'm getting red flags from everyone. I think they're the mole. By the way, Ja, could you please check your backpack? What? Is he a wizard as well? No, that can't be! I'm honestly just as clueless as you are. Did I change? No. Well... means something different. I poured a drink, but, I mean, we're not affected. Well, then there's nothing we can do about that. Honestly, we might be better off without him. I mean, searching for Siobai so that we can search for Teria together doesn't make much sense, does it? I guess you're right. Alright, then it's just us 3.
That is troubling.
About Iroha. Sora, I know what you're gonna say. I also thought she was a kind and pure girl at first. But Iroha's our prime suspect as a member of Void for now, and we must avoid the biggest risks if we can. I know. It's just that I can get where she's coming from, so it hurts me a bit to do this. I would have done the same thing if I had took even a step in the wrong way. Sora. I know. If she really is a void, then she's our enemy. We can't just leave her be out of pity. So how exactly is Sora different from the voids? Right? The void's goal is to resurrect Utsuro, and Sora is a Kane Taira who's obsessed with Utsuro, so why are they not collaborating? Right? Seems odd. However, if she gets a chance to redeem herself, and if we get to talk with one another, then I'd like to give her another chance. Our true enemy here is Mikado. Now, let's not forget Sora, she literally tried to kill you last chapter, and she should have succeeded. For all intents and purposes, she should have succeeded. Well then, shall we get moving? Wait, can I have a moment? Is there something left to talk about? No, it's nothing much, but since we got to work together again after so long... The ladder profile technique, I fail. Why don't we all stay at the same place at night as well? Stay together at night? Yuki, you want to sleep in this room together, but there's only one bed. Wait, that's not what I meant! Who said we'd share the same room? I mean this hotel. There's a lot of rooms here, right? Oh, you're suggesting we move into this hotel? Oh, that I agree with. You're basically saying that we should go back to living together in the same place, like it was the Monocruz, right? That's exactly it. We live apart. It'd be a pain to walk all the way every time we need to talk to each other. I had settled down in the southern area, so it's pretty far away from here. Yeah, my room's on the east area, so it takes a while to move from here to there. Huh. I never thought about that. Alright then, let's move in. Ah, perfect. The lesbians are moving in together, all according to plan. Good idea. Sora, I'm gonna get my card key. You cool with that? Go ahead. I'll take a look outside the hotel in the meantime. Who knows, maybe I'll get lucky and find Teria hiding in a bush or something. Alright, we'll be on lookout as well while we get our cards. Though I'd imagine it's not the safest to be splitting up like this. Well, we were each on our own for the last few days and nothing happened, so I think we'll be fine. Huh? What's wrong, Yoriko? Now that we have awakened to our true selves, the lesbians are gone? Actually, kind of, right? Because she's obsessed with Utsuro. But Sora's definitely gay as hell. So maybe, like, while she's in control of herself, you know? Well, it's just that, don't you find it a bit weird? That it's only Teria we haven't been seen since arriving here. You're not me! Also, we haven't seen a glimpse of Mikado or Iroha. What are they doing and where are they? You've got a point. With Iroha, we probably don't need to worry, but Mikado might be plotting something behind our backs. I don't know. I guess worrying about it now wouldn't make much of a difference. We've already lost quite a bit of time, so let's get moving quick. It'd be better if we get started on our search before it gets too dark. Right. Be careful out there, you two. After you're done moving, let's gather here once more and decide on what to do. Okay, we'll be back soon, Sora. And the two promptly left to retrieve their key cards from their respective hotels. So Yuki was staying in the south area and Yoriko in the north. No, she was in the... What? It'll be quite a while till they come back. Yoriko does have a point. It's not just Teria. Mikado's nowhere to be seen. I guess I haven't noticed since I was begging to not see him since the day we've met. Granted, the city is pretty large, but not seeing each other at all for the last few days, especially when I've been all over the place searching for Teria. Was it just the case that we somehow missed each other? Or is there something else at play here? As Yoriko said, we have no clues on the answers to our questions for now. Alright, while the two are gone, I guess I could take a look around the hotel. Okay. Well then, let's walk around the hotel till they arrive. Huh? An announcement? Wait, no, it can't be. Oh my! Is that a person outside the window? No, that's one of the statues.
You were beautiful while you lasted.
Okay. What? After the sudden announcement bell, the screen displayed something unbelievable. Somebody with a knife and a camera recording a scene in first person. I instantly recognized the room. It was the broadcasting room on the Twin Towers' top floor. There, Teria lay unconscious.
Hello?
Hey, man. The person I'd been looking for all this time, the person who somehow vanished from the entire island. Teria Itori's limpless body stared back at me. What? What is this? Is this live? Yep, about 2 hours till Jackbox. What? No. Oh god, I'm getting Danganronpa 2 Chapter 3 vibes right now. The video abruptly ended as the unknown individual with a knife stepped closer and closer to Teria. Why the broadcast was made and for what reason, and whether it was live. I'm getting bad trial vibes. Chapter 5 trials always stink. Leave him be, Tom said. I mean, we're not Teria stans here, so... Sorry about it. I didn't have a clue. An outrageous broadcast was simply out of the blue. I must have misread that, or that was a really weird sentence. And yet, before I knew it, I was already running. Terria's in danger. As soon as I comprehended that fact, I ran without hesitation, without thought. At least it's covered under a hat in this game. The top floor of the left twin tower. Even though the broadcast was cut short, I was certain this was the right place. The room shown in the video was definitely the broadcasting room. However, the room from the west and east towers are structurally the same. It just came down to... Ah, the window. That means it's the west tower, right? The location of the window and the golden statue seen far away from the window. I use that information to deduce that the location in the video was the west building. What if it's like things are reverse in camera, though? What if it's really the east? Yeah, that could come up. Add it to the notes. Please don't say I'm too late. Teria, I can't let him die.
I've been waiting for this.
He's the key to everything right now, but before that, he's a friend that's been with us through the killing game. And he also made us poop on books, held us at gunpoint, starved us. Am I saying his hair was pointing down and not up? Well, he was slumped over, so maybe. Could have had his head, like, you know? It's not just about him. I'm not going to let anyone else die anymore. Whew. I took a deep breath and pulled the door handle to the broadcasting room. Huh? It's locked. You've got to be kidding me. Then that means the culprit who filmed that broadcast is inside there, locking me out. Damn it, open up. Please, just open the door. Sora! Yuriko, everyone! Sora! What's going on? We all met up while we were heading up here. What the heck was up with that broadcast? Seems like this was the right place, seeing that we all gathered here. No, I mean, you're right, but we have a problem. The room is locked. It's locked? Damn it. What should we do? If it's locked, then that means Terria's definitely in there. Alright, that's it. Monocro, please come out and open this. Right, we can call for Monocro. If he can put out fire from the crime scene at the Tower of Babel... Tower of Babe. Surely he can just open this door, right? Wait, why isn't he responding? Monocro! It's no use, come to think of it, we haven't had any morning announcements these last few days. He's not here. Teria, if you're in there, answer me. Teria! What should we do, Sora? Monocro. We dealt with something similar to this in the past. Yuki? Guys, let's break the door down. What? We can't! Damaging school property is still against the rules! You're right about that, but Monocro himself once told us the rules are absolute, but can be forgiven to break in certain situations. Huh? Oh, you mean like when we entered Kokoro's room? Yeah. Right, he even specified it as a murder case. I don't want to consider the possibility, but in the worst case scenario, this might be exactly that situation. I agree, and we might still not be too late. Alright, if we four tackle it all together, we'll probably break it. It looks weak enough. So it's interesting that Iroha's with us. Does that mean she killed and then met up with us? Could be. Could be. That's going down as a possible situation. We'll ram it on the count of 3. What's her deal? She's a void. Iroha, the painter girl. And she's been being threatened by Mikado. Like, for the past 2 chapters. Cause she's too stupid / hesitant to actually kill somebody. She's still friend? No, they don't trust her. They don't trust her because, they don't, I mean, she is the Void, so they're right. Also, she tried to kill Sora last chapter, and she was only saved because of the fact that they are in a virtual reality, and instead of falling into the floor from a tall height and going splat, she fell through the floor. It's a glitch. All really weird stuff, but, yeah. So she attempted murder last chapter. And she is into boys' love, it's true, yeah. They're gonna pin it on her, and that will be 3 hours of the trial. I mean, possibly. I think Iroha could be the real culprit, though. Because, you know, Danganronpa likes to, like, jerk you a few ways before you land on the actual person. So I feel like because she's here with us, it should be like an alibi for the first half of the trial, and then you find out during the trial that, like, oh, actually, could have done it. She is hero tier. Maybe. Yeah, you might be right. We'll ram it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. It didn't work! Damn it, one more time. Video? Prove she's not a maid. After a few more attempts, the door broke down with a loud crashing sound. Because we were ramming it with all our force, we all tumbled down to the floor once it broke. And the shattered glass door somehow cuts Teria, and now it's an RNG kill as far as who the culprit is. And we all simultaneously looked up. First thing we noticed was the light tapping like sound of the projector. And a video was being projected on the white wall of the broadcasting. On the dead center of that wall. Is he dead? Oh, what is this picture? Silently lay the former ultimate merchant Teria Itori with a hellscape of a video as a background. Oh no, how sad. Huh? No, Teria! Teria didn't move an inch as he lay there against the wall with his eyes closed. It didn't help much that the projector was showing us a scene reminiscent of an actual hell. But even before I had the chance to fully comprehend what was going on, that happened. What? Did you guys hear that? What? Is it raining inside or something? I can't see! It isn't rain. Look, on the ceiling. Sprinklers. But this isn't a fire. We can worry about that later. Let's get out of here before we get soaking wet. Why do they care about getting wet? As the water streams from the sprinklers were stronger than we expected, we quickly ran out of the room. Surely our thunder will hit now. Yeah, let's just leave the crime scene. Great idea, Iroha. Too late. I'm already soaking wet. Sora, what should we do? Teria, is he really dead? Damn it, what's going on here? Why did the sprinklers suddenly activate? Why didn't we find the killer if the room was locked from the inside?
Here it comes! Thunder!
Let's go inside again once the sprinklers stop. They might be hiding somewhere. And we only saw Teria from a distance, right? There was no blood. He might have fainted. Yeah. When do the sprinklers stop anyway? By the sounds of it, it may have already stopped. Let's go back in. Yuki, wait for us. What? Wait, where's Teria? We couldn't understand what had happened. In that short amount of time, the sprinklers were active. Teria had disappeared without a trace. Sprinklers were indeed on for quite a while.
Oh, wait. No, I didn't.
But it still was only a few minutes. There was only one exit to the broadcasting room, and we were all waiting outside it. Teria had vanished into thin air, as if he had teleported somewhere else. So, was the projection was that not really Teria? What's going on? He's gone! Teria's gone! Wait, what? Oh, maybe he really was alive. That's it! That must be it! Or else, why would a dead body disappear on its own? Dead or not, we were all waiting outside the only exit. How could he have gone past us? Do you guys not see the door? You don't see the door. I'm sorry! Everyone. Look over there. There's a door that wasn't there before. What? I thought the main entrance was the only exit to this room. Sora, did he maybe? Yeah, I think so. I don't know how a door suddenly appeared on the wall, but if this has anything to do with how Teria disappeared from this room, I mean, it could have been behind the projector screen the whole time, which means that there's also one in the other tower, by the way. We all took deep breaths and slowly opened the door, and then... This is... a storage room? Some stupid props and broadcasting equipment. Yeah, I think you're right. But that's not important right now. Teria isn't here either. We searched inside the small storage room just in case, but there was no sign of Teria. What the heck is happening? What? Were we all so tired that we somehow hallucinated it? No way. Even for a virtual world, that's a bit virtual world. Oh, what's that cracked mirror on the left side? Everyone. Was the window here always broken? You're right. It somehow broke in all this mess. Oh, I see. So Teria broke the window. Jumped out? Are you really about to say such nonsense, Sora? Iroha? I know it's ridiculous, but since I've had history of falling from a high place and surviving, I just thought, talking about the fall you had at the Tower of Babel, right? But this city is different from that place. That place was definitely an anomaly that even Mikado didn't expect. Mike said that he created that place specifically to mess with Mikado, remember? Yeah, but contrary to that, this is a place that Mikado prepared for the killing game, just like any other island. I doubt such reality-bending stuff could happen here. But even the connecting bridge was bugged. Since we're dealing with a virtual world, I'd say it's a definite possibility. I can't say you haven't got a point there. But so then what? Going to jump down just to prove me wrong? We aren't even sure that's where Teria went. Stop! This isn't the time to be fighting amongst ourselves! Let's just throw Iroha. I think that's a good plan. We should be looking for Teria, not fighting. He should be somewhere near. He's no Mikado, so it's not like he could have teleported somewhere else. Yoriko's right. Yoriko, Iroha, let's first search for Teria. That seems to be our topmost priority right now. Yes, ma'am. You're right. I'm sorry for shouting at you, Sora. I guess I kind of got impatient that... It's alright. We've been through even worse, right? We do need to search for Teria, but just to be safe, avoid being alone and don't go too far searching for him. We still don't know where the unknown guy with the knife went in that video, so be careful. From the sudden announcement, the sprinklers, and Teria vanishing, everything is all too confusing for me. Unlike before, I'm not alone. Yuki, Yoriko, and even though she isn't still out of suspicion, Iroha is here with me. It's still too early to decide that Teria is already dead. We mustn't lose hope. Then let's hurry up and search for him. I know, this song is a fucking bop. Looks like cameras, ladders, medicines, and various miscellaneous items are stored here. Oh, yeah. That's all that's in here? That's so wild to me. Oh, Sora! Did you find him? No, he's not in this building at least. How did he leave this place in such a short time frame? Maybe he really did jump off. I don't know about that, but there's some place I want you to go with me. Some place you want me to go with you? Just the two of us? No, with everyone. I've got my suspicions on a certain place. You've got a lead? Well, this is the West Twin Tower, right? Why don't we check the same room in the East area that has the same structure as this one? Great minds think alike, Yoriko. I knew it! When we all went to the broadcasting room on the other side, what was waiting for us was a door that wasn't there before, just like the West Broadcasting Room. Guess we gotta go in here too. Yeah, if a door suddenly appears, that means something had happened inside, right? Then, here we go. Yeah! After we nodded at each other, I slowly gripped the door handle and pushed my way in just like before. First thing that greeted us was darkness and the smell of damp dust. But unlike before, we instinctively knew that something was different, something was wrong. The same room with the structure flipped sideways, yet it felt so different. There's blood and a body. The reason was made clear as the despair-filled reality that lay in front of us was engraved forever in our eyes. Okay. Right? We got two death scenes where he's in the same pose. Teria? In the storage room in the East Broadcasting Room, there was the first person I tried to find for the last few days. Teria laid there. Teria, you're awake, right?
No, this Pokemon looks wrong.
You walked over here from the West Building, right? Please tell me you're alive. Sora! Teria silently just sat down there, not moving an inch. He didn't seem like he was breathing, nor did he have any pulse, and his skin had already lost its color. So, Teria didn't have the blood marks when we saw him the first time, I don't think. Yet I still didn't want to believe it. Shinji would be the last one to leave us. That's what I had thought to myself. The killing game is in its endgame. Every remaining friend we have will all survive and escape together. That's what I believed. Perhaps that was why I called out his name again, and perhaps despite fully knowing he had already left us. However, a corpse has been located. All remaining students, please gather in the storage room at the broadcasting room where the body was found. He didn't specify East Tower, did he? It's interesting. Limp hair spike, I know. It's not it's not full of vitality anymore. The body discovery announcement, Ben. Damn it. The piercing announcement reawakened us of the harsh reality with no ways of escaping from it. There was no way to run from it now. The former ultimate merchant and member of the Hisaragi Foundation, Teruya Itori, friend or foe, has been killed just like that. Alright, number 1 sus is Iroha. What? How can this be? Teruya is dead. How on earth? You must be joking. Teruya dead. Teruya. A funny rainbow man died. Not during Pride Month. After barely surviving his last killing game, only to get caught up in another one and die. Oh, the irony. Now let's get Ray in here. Hold it, Sora. He's not worth it. But it's fine. He's probably the culprit anyway. We're gonna get rid of him soon. What? What is that I hear? Me the culprit? Foo-foo. Why would you say such a terrible thing to me when you haven't even investigated yet? Yeah, nice dots, Iroha. We see those. Mikado, the body discovery announcement. It was different from before. What's going on? What? Don't play dumb. It wasn't even the phrase he usually used. And he's not even here at the crime scene. Should you really be concerned about something like that right now? What do you mean? You're still in that state? Pathetic. My assumption was wrong. Was not wrong, I see. What are you talking about? Alright then. I acknowledge that Monocro's presence is needed for our progress. That is precisely why I reinstalled him. Come over here, Monocro. Welcome to the Neo World program. How can I be of assistance? Now's not the time for such unrelated comments. Hurry up and proceed with the usual investigation procedure. Wow. Okay, I'm getting a cat invasion. It'll get your footing.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
That's... It'll... Yeah, show the camera your happy face.
Here it comes! Thunder!
Okay. Okay. We're being sent over. So this is what we're doing until Jack Fox now. Petting the cat. She just had a long nap. I took a picture of her and sent it to Kevin. Yeah, she's going back to jail now.
You're so evil.
Oh, whatever. Identification K003 Teruya Itori value confirmed to be false. Commencing classroom trial guide. What is this? What language is he speaking? This isn't his usual self. He's acting more like a robot. Mikado, what did you do to Monocro? What? I didn't do much. Just some simple modifications, if you will. Modifications? As if anyone cares about this useless bird. We aren't worse off without him after all. Configuration successful. Starting guide. As a murder case has happened, each individual has a right to investigate for a certain time period. This guide will provide you with one Monocro file per murder case, which will aid you in your investigation. If perceived that enough investigation has been accomplished, the class trial shall commence. As such, be wary of your given time while investigating. Wow, what interesting information, dear birdie. Or would it be if it weren't due... Ugh. My reading is bad right now, sorry guys. Or it would be if we weren't doing it for the 5th time. Now leave the monochrome file and get out of here. You were boring to begin with, and someone else might also die from boredom if you continue to be here. We felt it from the body announcement, but the Monocro now wasn't the Monocro we knew from the rest of the Killing game. Come to think of it, he did act weird even when we first arrived here, but Monocro is also with Void and hosting the Killing game we're trapped in. He doesn't deserve our pity. However, I do now realize that Monocro probably already knew it would come to this back then. Yeah, obviously. Also, where the fuck is Siobai? Now then, shall we get to investigating? Before you spout such nonsense about me being the culprit, I suggest that you should do your best to investigate first. We can do as much petty bickering as we want in the class trial, so please leave it be until then. Wait, don't you dare warp away, Mikado! It's useless, he's already gone. What's wrong, Yoriko? Well, about the class trial, I know it feels depressing to do it all over again, but we always used to do it in the monocruise, right? But since Mikado destroyed the ship, where are we supposed to do it? I don't know, but the case has already happened. And the fact that we have to do an investigation means that the class trial is definitely going to happen. Iroha, do you know anything about this? What? Why would you ask me that? I guess you're right. How would you know anything about this when you're not even a Void? Yeah, tell me about it. Where would the class trial be held? I have no idea.
Bring your shade.
It's not the only weird thing. The body discovery announcement has been made, and according to the rules, everyone should be gathered. But there's no sign of Siobai. Huh? Yeah, where is that old guy? I thought you'd get executed if you don't follow Monocro's rules. Weird. Monocro and Siobai. Ever since we arrived, it feels like something isn't right. Guys, we should start our investigation. Yuki, I know we all have our suspicions and worries right now, but the most important thing is that our friend has been murdered. Terry is dead. Whatever we do, that result cannot change now. Yeah, virtual world or no, dying is dying. Someone has died, and the rest of us need to participate in the class trial in order to survive. You're right. This isn't the time to be worrying about all that other stuff. Our lives are on the line after all. We can think about it when it's all over. Yes, the class trial first, and then we can take care of the rest later. This should probably be our final confrontation for us and for the Voids. She's so suspicious, Iroha is. Yeah, with everyone's strength combined, I'm sure we can find the one who killed Teria. Where is your sessioning sister? Steven? That's a good question. He might have a gig or something, because I feel like he's usually occupied on Saturdays. Before we start our investigation, could I have a moment with everyone? What's wrong, Sora? Well, I know this might feel a bit cringeworthy, but I was hoping we could do some sort of team chant or something. Dale? What? Oh, you mean like let's go team or whatever, or something like that? I told you that this would probably be our final challenge. I thought it'd be nice if we could do something special for our spirits facing the class trial, but you don't have to if it's too cringe. I don't know about it being cringe. Feels more like something out of a young sports manga if you ask me. Sounds like something Big Bro might have come up with. Alright, I'm down. If Big Bro were here, he would have definitely been up for it. What about you, Yoriko? I didn't say I was against it, okay? Alright, fine, I'll do it. I mean, I do go and say that we were in the same boat, and we were all more than just friends. You too, Iroha. What? No, I think I'll just... Why not? We all think of you as a partner. Wait, do you not think of us as your friends? Of course, I do. Fine, I'll do it. So you should. Is everyone ready? Kinda feels embarrassing now that I'm actually about to do it. Yuki, look like a real loser if you back out now. Sora, you're the one who suggested it. Sora, you're the one who suggested it. I hope you have a cool chant ready. Oh, the chant? There's nothing particular that I have in mind. What? Oh, what? You should have thought of one before pitching the idea to us. I guess. 1, 2, 3, let's go should suffice. I don't care anymore, just say whatever you feel like. Well then, everyone, this may be our final challenge. We're already going through our 5th trial with our lives on the line again. We may have safely gone through 4 of them. We have made many sacrifices throughout our lives in this place. Just like always, it won't be easy this time. Every trial has its fair share of difficulties, but I believe that we can make it through. Our goal is to survive this killing game. We don't know who the culprit is. It may be someone among us right now, but at least for this moment, I hope that we all survive as one. There are still a lot of issues to be solved, but for now, let's all focus on the class trial and work to survive as one. Like we always did. Yeah, we can do this. So it's 1, 2, 3, then let's go team. Got it? 1, 2... Here we go! Teria. Though I did say a lot of stuff in high spirits with everyone. With Teria's death, we've lost the biggest lead we had. Granted, Yoriko, Yuki, and me making up and me regaining my memories is definitely a plus. But Teria's memory had the most crucial role in our escape plan out of here. No, I should save these thoughts for after the trial. That's right, even though Teria died without telling us about everything, at least everyone is still alive. As long as we're alive, we aren't devoid of hope. There must be another way out. Let's just focus on the class trial. Here we are, the monochrome file. As per usual, I should check the monochrome file first. The victim is Teria Atori. The time of death is unknown. The body was discovered in the storage room of the East Twin Tower. There's a cut 50 millimeters deep, 3 millimeters wide on his chest. Okay, so the knife. There wasn't much blood loss. Cause of death and the murder weapon is unknown. There aren't any noteworthy external wounds other than the one in the chest. That's it. Feels like they're getting lazier with the descriptions ever since Shinji's trial. Cause of death, murder weapon, and time of death are all unknown. Not this again. But this time I know better. I know that the fact that they hid this info is itself another clue. That means this case won't be as straightforward as well. Though there wasn't much to gain, I should further investigate with this file as a basis. He's 6'4"? What the hell? Teria! Okay, miscellaneous items stored here. Teria. His face contained no expression, emotion, or anything. His eyes in his empty face had lost its focus and were staring off into space. I won't let your death be in vain, Teria. Like always, I decided to investigate the body first. However, other than the knife wound on his chest, there was no other noteworthy clues on him. Come to think of it, all the dead people so far had died in quite a fashion. Death by falling, freezing, being cut from limb to limb, fire. Compared to that, Teria's body looked somewhat realistic, devoid of any extreme clues. Now this is a problem. By the looks of it, it seems obvious that the knife was the cause of death. The fact that the monochrome file hid the cause of death is bugging me. Sora, what's wrong? What are you thinking about? Oh, so you're investigating the body. Yoriko, mind if I join you? I was gonna see the state of the body as well. As much as off-putting it is that we've become this calm around finding a dead body, we need to investigate it after all. Of course. Though it looks like Terria's body doesn't contain much evidence other than the knife wound. I see. He seems to have at least died in a more peaceful way than the others. But that doesn't explain why the Monocrophile intentionally hid info from us. We're missing something here. Hold on, Sora. Step aside. Huh? What's wrong? This! Did you figure something out? Take a look at this, Sora! This is... The fingertips have turned blue! Wait, let's take off his shoes and socks as well. Help me out, Sora! Turn blue. If you lose circulation, your skin turns like purple or blue, right? So does that imply that he's been dead for a few days? Is that where we're going with this? Even his toes are the same. This, if my theory is correct! Yoriko, after a moment of silence, suddenly started to undress Teria. What? Yoriko, what are you... Look, his back! When Yoriko tugged Teria's shirt to reveal his backside, I also saw something weird. What? What's up with these pink spots? It doesn't seem like he had them before his death. These are livor mortis, hypostasis, apostasis? I don't know what that word is. And whatever you call them, livor mortis. There's nothing surprising about that. I knew it was Beth, the wind cube. All the victims so far had them as well, after all. These naturally occur when you die. The problem is the color. They usually have a brownish red color, just like dried blood. Then what do you think caused his skin to turn this color? I don't know the specifics myself, but his fingertips and toes were blue, right? With that info. It could be the case that he died from a lack of oxygen. Really? How do you know that? I heard it from a really drunk customer who worked as a doctor. Said that this was caused by some sort of cyanosis. And if we assume that it is really that, then he probably died from cyanide consumption. Cyanide? That's poison, right? Yeah, but don't quote me on that. I'm not a doctor, and these are all just stuff I heard in random places. But these signs don't show up unless a victim died in a specific way, that's for sure. The chest wound was probably not the cause of death then. What's with those sparkly eyes, Sora? It's just that you look so incredible right now. I didn't know you were the smart type. Oh my. What? Are you telling me that I act dumb usually? I was quite the studying type, you know? I'm joking, Yoriko. That aside, we finally had some evidence regarding the cause of death thanks to you, York. Yoruk? They missed an O, or this is a really weird nickname. Well, we gotta help each other out in this situation, right? Well then, I'll be over there investigating if you need me. See you later. Cyanide. I heard that even a small quantity is enough to be fatal. I need to keep the possibility that Teria was poisoned in my mind. Okay. Interesting. As I suspected, there was no other clues to note in the East Broadcasting Room. The body was eventually found in the storage on the East, but the culprit looks to have performed most of their acts in the West Broadcasting Room. I should investigate that place as well. Now that I've looked at the body, I'll leave and return here if we have some time left. This is tiring. This is after the Lesbian Beach Party DLC. The one where we resurrect, Sharingan Ai-chan. Just going from one tower to the other takes an extreme amount of time. There was supposed to be a bridge connecting the two towers, but an unknown bug is causing it to be unstable, making us have to walk all the way around. This is bad. I've wasted too much time already. I should start immediately and waste no time. I feel like what they need to do is they need to throw an object out the window here and see where it lands. Did it land where it's supposed to land, or did it warp somewhere else? I bet you that's gonna... Is figuring out how we got from the east, the west to the east. Some half-burnt scrap of paper was lying on the floor. What's up with this piece of paper? Like, how did it end up here? I don't think I saw this lying around before. When I picked it up, I could see that it had already cooled down, though it had been crumpled up due to the fire. Huh? There's some white powder on it. I found there was some white powder on one side. Though I did call it white powder, its texture was rough and coarse enough to just barely qualify as powder. And they even had a glimmer of shine on them, reflecting some of the light in the room. That's weird. What is that? This must be glass. From the observations I just made, I was able to deduce that this was, without a doubt, glass powder. But why would glass powder be on... Wait, before that, how was the paper burnt anyway? Though I'm not 100% positive, I have a feeling that these must have been used by the culprit. I should write this down. So is this why the sprinklers went off? There was something burning somewhere? When I looked up, the now silent sprinklers that had poured water on us looked back at me. The broadcast room ceiling wasn't what you call high, but it was still high enough that I couldn't reach them with my hands. I wanted to take a closer look, but alas, it seemed impossible for someone of my height. Maybe it would be possible for Teria, but he's 6'4", and also dead. Unless we had a ladder or something, I don't think there's much else to gain from looking at this. They must have sensed some sign of fire if they went off. That means that there must be signs of a fire in this room, so I should keep an eye out for it. More stuff to investigate, I guess. This is gonna be difficult, but at least the benefit to less people being alive is that there's less possible culprits. Even with that, I still don't have a clue. I guess we just gotta investigate. Cheer up. Slime was tall. Are they including his hair? I bet you they are including his hair. Yuriko, have you found something? Oh, Sora, well, it's complicated. What do you mean it's complicated? Well, it's just that it happened so quickly that I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around everything that happened. If it's okay with you, can you help me readdress everything that has gone down today? I feel like I need someone to talk to about this. Sure. I also felt the need to go over what happened anyway. Thanks. About everyone's alibis then. It all started with that video with Teria on the ground and someone with a knife. If the culprit was the one inside the room, was filming it live in this room, it would help if we counted everyone's alibis during that time, right? I don't understand why they are assuming that that was a live broadcast. I feel like that's a very dangerous assumption. It easily could have been pre-recorded. I was thinking the same. Yuriko, you're really thorough. Well, for me, I was in my room ever since you two left to get your key cards. I was about to leave and investigate near the hotel when I saw that video. Well, just like you said, both Yuki and I went east and south to our hotels to get our keys. You can check Yuki's later, but here's my key card and handbook as proof. I see. So the only ones left are Mikado, Iroha, and Siobai. What if it was a live broadcast? It could have been. I can vouch for Iroha. I don't know exactly where she was up until now, but I assume she was in the east area. When I left the hotel to head here, Iroha was heading in the same direction, most likely after seeing the same video. That leaves us, Mikado and Siobai. Yeah, about that. I already asked Mikado a while ago, but he wouldn't answer me. Wouldn't answer you? Who does that brat think he is? I guess we can take that as him being the culprit, right? I don't know if we should confirm it that easily, but yeah, I'm also pretty sure he's the culprit this time. Iroha now has the Speed Force. To me, this just reads that it's a pre-recorded video, but she knew that they would assume that it was live, so she was in the East Block when it was in the West Tower, so it couldn't have been her, but like, that's so easily debunked. We don't have a way of checking up on Siobai since he's gone missing, but it's at least shortened our list of suspects. well, we gotta talk about it more in the trial, I guess. But thanks, everything feels much more organized thanks to you. To summarize what we talked about, when the video was broadcasted, I was in the west area, Yuki in the south, Yorika and Iroha were in the east. Seobai and Mikado's whereabouts, then, are unknown. So these are the alibis as we know it. Is it just me, or it's like the evidence is already pointing towards a certain someone? Yes. I should write this down for now and start about it more with the others once the trial starts? Talk about maybe they meant? Just like Yoriko said. Okay. There's a pretty old-fashioned projector, one that you have to insert an actual film reel to play. Never thought I'd see one of these being used ever since digital projectors came out. This was definitely on when we first busted the door down. I remember it clear as day, a video reminiscent of the pits of hell. Just thinking about it makes me shiver. Although it's deactivated now, the culprit must have activated this projector for some purpose. Huh? There's something on the end of the film. What is this? I don't think it's just sand or dust. Sora, you came here as well. How's the investigation going? Oh, Yoriko, perfect timing. Have you seen this? What is this? Some sort of powder? Sora, don't tell me you've been... There was this yellow powder thing on the film when I came here. Do you know what this is? Hold on, let me have a sniff. Ew, gross! What is that smell? You okay? I'm fine. Wait, isn't this a bit burned as well? Really? I guess it does look a bit scorched. And does it really smell that bad? Let me try it. Is this rotten garlic or something? Yoriko, what's wrong? Sora, when we first busted in here, did you hear or see any signs of fire? Fire? Come to think of it, I do recall hearing some sputter and crackling for a moment. Wait, the sprinklers. Then that would mean that a fire did break out here. How else would the sprinklers have been activated? Huh, I see. Sora, the dust on the film, it may be phosphorus. Phosphorus? More specifically, yellow phosphorus. Anyway, the evidence of fire with the sprinklers, the scorches, and the smell of rotting garlic. It must be yellow phosphorus. It's like the flammable chemical substance after all. So, I would like to point something out here. Where the fuck was Brainiac Yoriko during the rest of the game? Because, like, she was kind of a filler queen the entire time in Trials. Hey, what's up, Brain? Green-haired guy died. And we're trying to figure it out. I think it was Iroha, the painter girl. We had Evil Lord Kanade to deal with all this, it's true. I legit miss her. Even though she was really fucked up in the end, I definitely miss having her around. Slime? Yeah, Slime-chan is dead. They stabbed him? But it looks like he was poisoned to death. That's the current running theory. Didn't he go after someone on his own? Yeah, well, I think he was probably going after Mikado or Seobai. Because Seobai seems to be in cahoots. His toxic fire spin to death? Oh my god. The Pokemon Stadium trauma. I'm remembering. Okay, anyway, back to like, chemist Yoriko, who never spoke anything worth a damn in the previous chapters. He spoke outside the door that disappeared. He did, yeah. I mean, his mortal enemy was Mikado, the guy in the top hat. So it's likely that I don't know. It honestly could be any of the three. Christian the Chill Gamer welcome to the stream. Is this an actual game? So this is a fan-made game by a Korean studio called Linus. Basically, it is the closest you're going to get in a fan game to the real series, other than Project Eden's Garden. I thought this was just a YouTube fan show game. It is a fan game, yeah. This one has been quite a trip. Yeah, I think this is like we're on chapter 5, so if you plan on playing this yourself, although I do love having, you know, extra view here and someone to do this with, you might want to avert your eyes. Welcome, Wolf Hunter. I hope you're doing well. Guess what? I can't possibly. Gotta tell me. Well, wait, why ask who's dead? You probably don't know the characters, right? Wolf Hunter! Thank you so much for the Prime sub. That was really sweet. I've seen worse? Okay, well, basically, a returning character from the first Danganronpa, another was killed in this chapter. That's what. Well, very nice, and I think that's your first, subscription. That's awesome. Thank you so much for the support. I hope you're having a good Saturday, and, yeah, we're gonna be doing, this is a short episode of Danganronpa Another. We do have community night planned for about an hour. Really, I'm gonna go ahead and just finish the investigation that happens. He survived one just to die again? He did, yeah. Yep. He was not an enjoyable character either, so, the fact that he's dead, I'm kind of like, oh well. I'm not much of a scientist, so please enlighten me on this. You're playing a lot of Diablo? Nice, Wolf Hunter. Yeah, I've got several friends that have been playing a lot of that. Storm, Natalie, Jam, Bucks, probably a few others too. They seem to be enjoying it a lot. How's the fire and the phosphorus related in any way? White phosphorus can create fire even from the smallest of friction. Its burning point is extremely low, lower than most room temperatures. And Sora, I suggest not touching it anymore. We should stay away from it. It's apparently quite toxic. So the culprit used the white phosphorus dust film to create a fire and activate the sprinklers, right? Oh, nice. Yeah, I think, Jam was in here earlier. I think he was, like, rank 40 or something. So, yeah, that seems like you're making some good progress. That seems to be the case. You don't look happy with this conclusion. Did we miss something? No, our theory should be correct. The problem is, who and why did they cause a fire, and where did they get their hands on the phosphorus? And even if yellow phosphorus is really flammable, you still need to do something to cause the fire. And we didn't see anyone there. That's true. We only heard a sputter of fire, and then saw the sprinklers activate. Let's just keep this in mind for now. It seems certain that the culprit did use the powder to cause the fire. Yeah, I guess we gotta investigate some more. In what way did the culprit use phosphorus to cause the fire? The fact that they put effort into putting it onto the film is also suspicious. Okay. The camera that was always here in the broadcasting room. There's multiple here of the same model. The culprit had used one of these cameras to broadcast that weird video. How was the culprit able to broadcast that video? Huh? Some sounds coming out of the monitor. Huh? Come again. Oh, I think I was just passing by and I heard some sounds come out of the monitor. Has anyone seen the new Ant-Man movie? If so, I watch it. Story. Seen the other one. I have not. Hunter. So if anyone has seen Ant-Man, feel free to speak up. But I'm thinking this is going to be a bunch of crickets. Didn't this monitor originally show footage of the city? When I saw the monitor next to the camera, the footage indeed only showed the West Broadcasting Room. Hold on, Yuki. What? On closer inspection, I found that there existed an interface where we were given an option to choose which channel to show, just like TV. So when I changed the channel settings from internal to external... Oh, the city footage. I guess it's back to normal? I see. The monitor isn't here just to receive security camera footage. With the camera next to it, I can actually send and receive between every monitor in the city. So then, that video we saw... Yeah, it was most likely filmed and broadcasted by the culprit using this. Is this being shown live? What do you mean? I mean, we just saw footage of you in this room through the monitor. Since nobody changed the controls since the culprit messed with them, I'd assume that they were kept the same since. So, the video we saw was being shown live to us. Huh, you're right. Yeah, I don't see any recording functions in this machine. That probably confirms it. This is an important piece of evidence. We can check out everyone's alibis during the broadcast to find the culprit. I don't know. I think that might be bad evidence. I thought it could have been a pre-recorded video, but this should be sufficient proof that it was indeed live footage, which means I should probably talk to everyone about their alibis. What's this? Some dirty stained cloth was lying around in the corner of the room. It looks to be made of very soft, thick material, and there's blood on it. When I touched it, I was surprised to find it was soaked to the brim, and I quickly realized that it had soaked water from the sprinklers. I don't recall seeing any cloth like this from the video that the culprit had broadcasted. Wait, I think I saw a cloth like this stored inside the broadcasting room storage room. I assume this cloth was used as props in the performing arts business. I wonder if the culprit took them out of the storage room. Why do they need all this? The possible reasons I can think of for now: getting rid of the bloodstains, using the fact that it was dirty in the first place. That's as far as I can think for now. I guess I've got to discuss this with everyone. Okay. It looks like there's blood on it. I'm surprised that that wasn't pointed out, actually. As previously established, one of the windows were broken. Now that is quite a drop. I imagine I'd die if I fell from one, but I still can't give up on the possibility. The Tower of Babel, while not as tall as this building, that tower was pretty dang high as well. After surviving from a fall like that, I don't know how much the laws of physics apply to this world. Don't you dare try it out yourself, Sora. Oh, you scared me. You shouldn't sneak up on people like that. I tested it myself just now. I tossed some soda cans that I took from our tea party in your room, and they all fell down and were crushed. You can see them hit the ground from this height. Of course I can't. Hence why I ran down to the first floor to check them out myself. I saw it with my own eyes. Soda spilt everywhere on the roads. Cans obliterated. I doubt it'd be easy to determine the results. Beverage. What is that sentence? Oh, so you went that far for that. Thanks, I really appreciate it. Well, with our lives at stake, we should take care of every little suspicion if it's possible. And I felt bad for shouting at you about the window back then, and thought I should take responsibility and check it out myself. That's what I thought anyway. How diligent of you. Seeing your motivation makes me want to work harder as well. Take your time, alright? We're not competing after all. Since Yuki tested it out himself, I guess that we've confirmed something. We can eliminate the possibility of someone escaping through the window from the locked mystery, as they would just plummet to their doom. Then why is this window broken anyway? I'm positive there's a reason for it. What if there's a reality where Yuki's the one that did it and he's lying to us? I really don't think so after the whole powwow, but that would be wild.
Unthinkable!
Alright. Let's see if there's anything in the warehouse. There is not. Do I need to re-talk to her? It would be nice if we got some concrete evidence. It's going to be difficult. Right. Oh, I didn't examine the door yet. It's the door we bust down to enter this locked room. It can only be locked from the inside, yet there was nobody in this room when we came. Maybe there's a red button for acid showers in the storage room. My goodness. Give me a quick second, guys. I'm gonna be right back. Okay. It's like if there was a locked chest with a key that unlocks it inside. A locked room mystery. Huh? What's this? It looks like the lock put on the door must have fallen off when we bust it down. The mechanism seems to be a lever-based one. The lever seems to be pretty large. I thought most door locks these days were either button-based or body recognition-based. With this kind of lock mechanism, the door has to be closed completely. Then the lever needs to be pulled from the inside. At least if it was button-based, I would imagine there would be some gimmick to lock it from the outside. With this, I have no idea how the locked room mystery was created at all. And there's another thing that's bothering me. Is this tape? Some bits of tape were hanging down on one end of the lock's lever. Why did somebody put tape on this? Was it always there? Or is it some coincidence that the tape just happened to be on this lever? Perhaps it is a clue related to this locked room mystery. After wrapping up the broadcasting room investigation, I headed to the stairs located nearby. Where is this room in the relation to the first room? What do you mean by first room? The room where the body is? Or the lobby? So basically, there's two towers. There's the west tower and the east tower. They're identical, except, like, one is facing... Like they're inverted, right? So, other than that, they're identical. And the body was found in the top floor room of the east tower, but we think the video was filmed in the top floor of the west tower, so we don't know how he got from the top of the west to the top of the east. That's the... that is the mystery of the case. Now, there's supposed to be a bridge that connects the two, but... it is glitched and is not there. Even though you can see it, it's not like you can't use it. So I'm wondering if this is going to be really silly. Like, Mikado was an accomplice to Iroha because they're both voids, and he magically turned on the bridge for her to use and somehow carry the body. It's going to be something silly. I have a... After wrapping up the broadcasting room investigation, I headed to the stairs located nearby, and then I arrived in front of the door to the connecting bridge. I had to run all the way around from the east broadcasting room to the west just to investigate Terria's body. If we only had access to this bridge, I wouldn't have had to travel that far. That being said, this bridge, the time I almost fell down, something about it feels off. Is it really just a bug? Is it? There you are, Sora. Get away, creep. Ouch! No, hold on. Why would you hit someone in the face like that as soon as you see them? Why would you sneak up on somebody like that, you creep? Well, I'm also doing my earnest best to investigate. And it just so happens that I have a question for you. No. Please don't leave. Please don't leave me like that. Believe me, I want to find the culprit just as much as you do. As if. Although I guess running away from a question like that would make me look suspicious. Very well, make it quick. Oh, how splendid. Well, you are aware I wasn't there when all this occurred, yes? I would like to hear exactly when it went down. Sounds like you really don't need me specifically to answer that. There were 3 other people at the scene other than me, you know? And unfortunately, I've already been ignored by every last one of them. Please, Sora, you're my last hope. I'll only give you the quick summary of what happened. I see, so that's what happened. Can I leave now? I don't want to waste a single second dealing with you. I have something I need to check. The investigation has now concluded. We will commence the class trial. Okay, so Mikado was there to stop us from discovering that the bridge works. It's looking like my theory is possibly going to come true. All students must immediately gather at the Map Twin Building West 223 lobby. Oh dear, it seems that our time is up. How unfortunate. My dear Sora, it seems that I've finally awakened the power to read minds, and your mind is telling me that I seriously waste my precious time dealing with this trash of a person. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Youch! By the way, Mikado, do you know where we're actually supposed to go? That what Monocro just said didn't click with me. Oh, that I definitely know. My apologies for Monocro's current confusing state. West Building, 1st floor lobby is our destination. Lucky you, it's not that far from here. Come on, follow me. Yeah, he's diverting our attention for sure. Splendid, you're all here. So let us all head towards the class trial grounds. What are you talking about? This is the Twin Tower. What do you mean the trial grounds? Why did Monocro even gather us here? That's because the trial grounds is located in the basement floor of this very building. What? So that's where we're going? But I didn't see any buttons leading to the basement floor when I last used the elevator. Foo-foo. But that's how it is now. Perhaps someone suddenly constructed it because the Monocruise was destroyed. Constructed it, Mikado, did you? Now, let us put aside any unnecessary details. I mean, who cares about where we hold the trial? We must find and exterminate the filthy culprit who violently murdered Teria. Everyone, we must go onwards. Wait, Mikado, what do you mean, everyone? I was about to ask you a while ago, but where the heck is Siobai? Oh, Siobai. Siobai, unfortunately, will not be participating in this class trial. What? How's that even fair? Not participating? How come he... Life is a continuous process of such unbelievable events, won't you say? Now, let's not dwell on the people that aren't even here. Monocro is waiting for us after all. Mikado, wait! Wait, this is exactly the same as the one underneath the Monocruise. Mikado, you've got some explaining to do. Why is Siobai not participating in the trial? I've heard from Sora that he disappeared into thin air. Did something happen to him? Why are you so desperate to find him? He wasn't cooperative to you anyway, was he? You're all better off without him. Or are you not confident in your ability to find the culprit without him? He says we can't find the culprit without him. We already know it's you. Yoriko. Huh? What, Sora? Talking to him is a waste of time. It's better off if we ignore him altogether. Isn't it the social norm to whisper such words instead of saying it in front of the person in question? You're right. Like Mikado said, we're probably better off without Seobai. Although I am curious about what happened to him, we need to focus on the trial that's in front of us right now. Right. We might get executed if we're not careful. If we die, we'd be making all the deaths we've been through in vain. The class trial is now open. All survivors must take the elevator down to the trial grounds. It's finally gonna start. Yeah. Like it or not, we need to do this, so we better give it our all on here. Let's go! The 5th class trial. 6 survivors, 5 if we exclude the now gone Seobai. So, little people, yet the trial continues without any regards to it. I better prepare myself as well. It's okay, you can do this. This is gonna be the last time we do this, right? Yeah, it has to be. Hey dear? Foo foo foo. So phew! The Twin Towers elevator heading down to the trial ground looked exactly like the one on the Monocruise. But no one acknowledged that bizarre similarity, as there was only heavy silence among us. Oh, hey Twice. Bottom left? Iroha? Hey dude, she just has a hat on. The silence could be because of the fact that there were so little of us left, and there was a sense of solemnness that we could all feel from the atmosphere. Granted, no one really talked during this period, but this time it felt like we couldn't talk, even if we wanted to. After what felt like hours passed by, the elevator arrived at the trial grounds with the usual loud creak. Hey Twice, we're gonna be doing Jackbox shortly. Are you wanting to join us? What's up with the expensive-looking curtains? Now this is what I call a good rework. Terria would have loved these curtains. He was pretty fond of rainbows after all. Pride Month. Exams to study for, Twice. Welcome. Please move to your assigned seat. It will be the one with your name listed on it. He isn't even looking in the right direction. Let's move to the seat with your name on it. Let's move. What the? Was this place always so spacious? Got more death portraits than we've got survivors. And at least one of us will become a portrait after this is over. Let's make sure to keep that number at 1. Oh, what a nice atmosphere we have here. This grandiose feeling. Don't you all get the feeling we're in the end game now? It's enough to make my identified seat code and avatar match. Class trial system now booting. Boot successful. Starting debug mode. Debug mode access successful. The class trial will now commence. The class trial is about to start. It's already the 5th time. Tons of people have died, and many have lost their lives through the class trial. Terria, this case's victim, a member of the Kisaragi Foundation and classmate of Kane Taira. But she doesn't know anything about the Foundation. What was he trying to do as the representative of the Kisaragi Foundation? What info did he have for us? Unfortunately for us, he took that information to his grave, and we never got to know his true intentions. The only thing left for us to do is find his killer and make sure his death won't be in vain. Yikes. Putting aside the hundreds of problems we had to deal with to escape this place, we now had to set our first priority to the class trial. A trial of life or death. A lie of life or death. The betrayal of life or death. Interesting that Seobai is grayed out, but not redded. The explanation of life or death. The excuse of life or death. The trust of life or death. Life or death. The class trial. Alright, perfect, guys. We made it right up to the trial, which was our intention for today. Now, I think I'm gonna start getting community nights up and running. So, we are gonna go over here and start our shenanigans. Let's go ahead and edit. Community, Jackbox, game night. Plus, audience. That was a good short session of Danganronpa Another, and it didn't completely use up my voice, which is amazing. Alright, let's get this kind of organized. Remember, guys, if anybody needs the role, definitely let me know. And I will add you the role on Discord, and we can get that up and running. Okay. Great. I am gonna disappear for just a couple minutes, guys, and then when I come back, it'll be time. So, take a quick breather, get a snack, do what you gotta do, and we will BRB.